Hello everyone, my name is Abigail Joseph and it is my honor to share my internship proposal with you. During this presentation, I will seek to provide details of my internship opportunity, the overarching goal, needs assessment, specific objectives of the internship, my 4-phased internship work plan, and a plan for self-evaluation. I have selected Sir Iris Simmons Secondary School for my unpaid internship placement. The school is situated in Castries, St. Lucia. It is a government-run co-ed school with a population of 615 students. The number of female students is comparable to the male student population with an almost 1-to-1 ratio. I will work within the English language department with a group of Form 4 students for 106 hours. The school is part of 2 projects, namely the One Learn ebook project, for which students from Form 3 to Form 5 earn tablets, and the Smart Schools initiative as part of a Taiwanese project to install 2 smart classrooms. This project also furnished the school with the necessary infrastructure to support ICT integration. Students' inability to master the skill of writing persuasive essays is also hampered by the inability of teachers to effectively integrate ICTs foster student-centered learning. The development of OERs comprising unit plans, weekly schemes, an assessment guide, and technology-enabled lesson plans for blended and online instruction will improve the teaching and the learning of persuasive writing. I intend to collaboratively with members of my department who will assist in the reflective practices in a community of inquiry in order to perfect these resources. Moreover, I will maintain detailed records during and after the process of each lesson implementation. My plans will also be evaluated by my on-site supervisor. This is pivotal in facilitating the creation of OERs which meet the standards of the law. My school's percentage pass rate in English has improved from 65.4% to 94.6% in the last 4 years. This can be attributed to a high level of collaboration within the department. However, closer analysis of the results proved that the quality of passes was not at a level that my team was satisfied with. Marks range from 1 to 6 at the final CXC examination, and most of the students at our school achieved marks of 3, which is short of the failing grade. A closer look at the students' performance revealed poor grades in Section D of Paper 2. This is where the skill of persuasion or argumentation is tested. The 2020 subject reports from CXC stated, "It was noteworthy that no script was awarded a range of 6, which indicated that the candidate demonstrated superiority in handling the question. The mean score for this question was 8.16, making it the question which recorded the lowest performance by candidates. Furthermore, the report recommended that there must be a concerted effort to teach candidates persuasive writing, as candidates' performance in this question becomes worrying." Dialogue with members of my department has revealed some factors which contribute to the students' inability to perform well in persuasive writing, inclusive of, but not limited to, a lack of knowledge of topical issues and world knowledge necessary to inform the content of persuasive essays. Students lack the persuasive techniques necessary to persuade. Students lack of interest and motivation to complete the essay. Students' lack of self-regulation. Students' lack of online engagement with the material used to aid the development of persuasive essay writing, especially during the COVID pandemic. A lack of standardization in the manner in which persuasive writing is taught and assessed. A lack of teacher knowledge and skill as to the various digital tools that can be used to facilitate the development of the persuasive essay in the blended and remote classroom. And lastly, students' lack of skill to use the digital tools which have been recommended to teach persuasive writing. Therefore, this provides the perfect opportunity for me to apply the following skills that I have attained during my TLET course in teaching and learning. They are the ability to adopt teaching and learning practices in distance learning modalities that are effective and learner-centered. Also, to effectively utilize technologies to support learner-centered collaborative learning and the development of communities or learning communities in any modality, and the use of reflective practices to improve my role and to encourage others to do the same. Thus, the following objectives are directly linked to the aforementioned skills. They are to develop a unit plan which focuses on inquiry-based learning in order to standardize teaching and assessment in persuasive writing. To develop weekly student-centered schemes of work to facilitate detailed lesson planning. To develop technology-enabled lesson plans to guide the development of persuasive writing. To develop an assessment guide for the facilitation of formative and summative assessments throughout the writing process. To engage in end-of-cycle meetings with the on-site supervisor for evaluation of weekly schemes and lesson plans. Undergo discussions among the department members pertaining to the objectives for each cycle in order to evaluate plans. And lastly, ascertain teacher and student perceptions of the new approaches towards the teaching of persuasive writing. I have prepared a 4-phase work plan which incorporates phase 1, teacher planning and departmental sensitization. Phase 2, student training and sensitization. Phase 3, planning, implementation and evaluation. Phase 4, collation of OER tasks. Phase 1 is critical as it entails the initial planning from which the other resources will be generated. The work plan was completed during my course, which is my TLET course, but needs to be redesigned for this specific context. It is necessary to do so as the assessment handbook will be composed directly from the unit plan. It will serve as a supplementary ebook for teachers and students during the persuasive writing unit. Then it will be presented to the other members of the department who will provide feedback and adopt the unit plan for future students. Following this, the introduction of the unit plan for the term and will be done so that the students are aware as to what is going to be covered for the entire term. Also, student training based on the main Web 2.0 tools that they have never used before will be undertaken. The next phase, which is term phase 3, will be an ongoing process for which the planning and development of technology-enabled lesson plans will be developed, implemented, and evaluated. Additional material will be archived in Google Drive and will be accessed from embedded links within the lesson plan. The evaluation involves students, my colleagues in a community of inquiry, and self-evaluations for each of these teaching episodes. The collation of the OER pack is the final phase in the internship, and the stage all materials will be packed, presented to department members, site supervisor, and then uploaded on Hello and teacher pay teachers as OERs. It must be noted that weekly meetings with the site supervisor are part of my plan. Self-evaluation is important to reflexivity, and as such is paramount to my internship. I intend to do so by keeping and maintaining a reflective journal throughout the internship. This will be both digitally and manually documented based on the in-class context in order to ensure the authenticity of data collected. Also, student artifacts will be collected, which will be used to assess my ability to achieve goals and objectives. Furthermore, checklists will be used as a form of self-evaluation. This will be done based on the objectives of the lesson or unit, as well as my qualitative assessment of my abilities, challenges, and success. Moreover, students' feedback will be used in order to gain an understanding of the perception of my ability to achieve the objectives, their interest, ease of learning, and other factors which influence or impede their learning throughout the internship will also be captured. And lastly, a self-evaluation will be conducted through the community of inquiry, through which my colleagues can provide feedback that can be used to assess my own abilities. I've come to the end of my presentation. Thank you for your participation. I hope that I was able to clearly articulate my internship proposal. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can do so by contacting me via email. You take care.